Hi, this is James Gordon from Grand Canyon University, and this is a real fun example of a tip calculator that you could use in a restaurant, for example. So this is where we start to think about using conversions in our code. So this is a simple tip calculator. So there's only two conversions, really. It's taking a number from the user. So if your meal was $20, um, do you want to leave a 15% tip on it or just a 9% tip? So what I did is there's basically you can see here on line 11, uh, we were writing to this line, what was the total cost of your meal? And we'll see this run here in a minute. And then we're going to take that input, which is if I enter $20, it's going to my keyboard. It's going to be read in as a string, but I have to convert it to a double, so I can do some math with it at the end here. And I've called that double here food subtotal. So there's no tax or tip on it yet. So that's my input one that's coming in from the console, the keyboard. And then once I have the input for the cost of the meal, I'm asking another question here. So instead of just saying, we're going to be nice people here. So we're going to leave some tip. So it's either going to be a 15% tip on top of the price of the meal or just a 9% tip. There's no option for leaving no tip because we just want to be nice, you know. So the user, if they really like their meal and they were happy with their service, they're going to enter a 1 here, as you can see on line 15. And if the service was just okay, kind of so-so, enter a 2. So here's again, I have input coming from the keyboard. So I'm going to call that input 2, which is being reading in from the keyboard here, console.readline, and I'm going to call that that variable rating. So it was either really good or just kind of okay. And then down here, we're going to take our cost of the meal, and then we're going to multiply that by 0.082. So that's like a state sales tax. And then we're going to print out that final total. So $20 times 0.082, it'll give you that number. So whatever that comes out to be, we'll see here in a minute. So like $1.80 or something. And then we have this new variable here, double tip amount. So now we're going to add in our tip amount. So the tip amount starts as 0. So if the rating was 1, we're gonna multiply that times 0.15. So that's like the highest tip we can give. Else, even though the user types in 2, I just made this as simple as possible. Else, we're gonna give the restaurant 0.09 tip. So it's a tip, but it's just, it's not the 15%, but we thought they were kind of average, but we still wanted to leave a little tip. So we have our tip amount now, and then the very last line that's printed here in console.writeLine, total cost is food subtotal, so our $20 from up top. Our state tax, we add that too, so plus 0.082, and then our tip amount, so 20 times the 15% or 9%. And then we'll have that in one single total. So these are all just added up here. So let's run this here. I've already run this, and we'll move this screen over. So I have here, I put in a total cost of the meal was $60. Please enter a 1 if they really like the service, or 2. So I put in a 1 because I really liked my service. Now look, it's got me at a sales tax of $4.92, and my suggested tip, because I really liked it, 15% of 60 is $9. So this is my total cost here. So a fun example of doing some conversions and some simple math. Now, I think there's an assignment coming up where you convert calories to pounds or some kind of a weight calculator like that, or energy calculator. We've done other fun examples of we've converted light years in class and miles, or you could do kilometers to miles. There's another assignment coming up, which it converts your weight takes your Earth weight, and you do a Mars weight conversion. So you're actually, of course, the gravity on Mars is different. You're not going to have the same body weight there. So a very similar program. So study this over. There's a lot of converters online, and also think about how these are used in the real world. If you're buying something on Amazon, you don't leave a tip usually, but you do compute and calculate the sales tax for different states. So for each state that somebody buys something from on Amazon.com, there's a little block of code just like this, and it computes the sales tax for that particular state that the customer lives in. So fun to think about all of the applications that these are used for. So we'll see you in a future video, and we'll probably go through another conversion that's a little more complicated, and we'll talk about exception handling. Okay, we'll talk to you soon, and happy coding.